if you go back just 10 or 20 or even 30 years in the connectivity space, not only in the US but around the world, networks were something that you typically use to communicate, across the room, maybe to the other side of the building, maybe to the other side of the street, maybe the other side of town. And the internet was still, 20, 30 years ago, was still a very low speed infrastructure. And your network neighbors on the internet probably weren't that far away. If you think about subsea cables today and the capacity that they offer and what they actually do, they actually connect the world together. So now your neighbor is no longer in the cube next to you or in the office next to you. Your immediate next top neighbor can be thousands and thousands of kilometers away, logically. And that's exactly the benefit of this whole thing, right? So suddenly we have entities in North America that are directly connected to entities in Europe, or directly connected to entities in South America, and those that are immediately adjacent neighbors. And when you have those peering relationships in place, suddenly the world opens up. There's exchange of information between party A and party B and party C all happening at the same time. So a cable landing station is not only amazing in terms of what it does globally to connect those entities, but then when we think about that information hitting the shore, hitting the beach, and coming onto the terrestrial end of the cable, that information then needs to spew out to everything on the terrestrial continent. So then you have a whole additional ecosystem of partners and carriers and entities that are there that also become your neighbors and your peers. So the cable landing station really becomes this focus point of everything where everybody needs to be, and it's really amazing.